saygılar sunarım Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım. Buyurun.
Bakanlıklarımızın değerli mensupları,
Esteemed members of our
kıymetli
ministries,
sporcularımız,
valuable athletes,
sevgili öğrenciler,
dear students,
saygıdeğer misafirler,
distinguished
sizleri
guests,
en kalbi duygularımla,
I'd like to greet you
hürmetle,
all with
muhabbetle
the most
selamlıyor.
heartfelt sentiments, love, respect and affection.
Cumhurbaşkanlığı Külliyesi'ne, milletin
Welcome to
evine,
the presidential
Gazi
complex,
mekana
this
hepiniz
a
hoş
great
geldiniz.
veteran building, to the House of the Nation.
Engelli kardeşlerimizin, özellikle de sporcularımızın bu
Our
özel gününde
disabled brothers and sisters, and
sizlerle
especially
beraber olmaktan
our
büyük bir memnuniyet
athletes, I am very pleased to be
Gençlik ve
together
Spor
with you on
Bakanlığımız
this
ile
very meaningful day.
Eğitim Bakanlığımıza,
I would
Aile
like
ve
to
Sosyal
thank our
Politikalar
Ministry of Family
Bakanlığımıza,
and Social Services,
güzel
Ministry of
buluşmaya
National
vesile
Education,
oldukları
and the
için
Ministry of Youth
şahsım,
and Sport
milletim
for
adına
organizing this
şükranlarımı
beautiful
sunuyorum.
meeting. I would like to thank them
Sözlerime
on behalf of
başında
myself and
buradaki
my nation.
kardeşlerimle birlikte
At the outset of
tüm
my
engelli
remarks,
vatandaşlarımın
first
Engelliler
and foremost,
Haftası'nı
I would like to
tebrik
congratulate the week for the disabled of all my disabled brothers and sisters.
Engelli kardeşlerimiz hayatın her alanında sergiledikleri üstün başarılarla
Our
azim
disabled
ve
brothers and
kararlılıklarıyla
sisters, with their
hepimize
ambitions and
örnek
commitment and with their success stories,
Özellikle
are
son dönemde
manifesting themselves as a role model for
sporun
all of us.
farklı branşlarında
Especially in the
dünya
recent
çapında
times, our disabled
iftihar verici
athletes
başarılara
are
imza atıyor.
undersigning success stories
Aramızda
with
bulunan
which we
ve
are
her
very
biri
proud
birer
of.
cesaret timsali olan engelli kardeşlerimizi mücadeleleri,
I would like to congratulate our disabled brothers and sisters for their successes and for their endeavors on behalf of my nation.
buradaki sporcu kardeşlerimizin şahsında
So, within
şanlı
the presence
bayrağımızı
of our
her
disabled
yerde
athletes,
gururla dalgalandıran
I would like to thank all our sportsmen and women on behalf of myself and my nation for the fact that they have raised our sacred flag in the international competitions, with an inspiration that we are taking from the fact that our disabled brothers and sisters are clinging into their lives. We know that we will do any sacrifices so that our disabled brothers and sisters can make their dreams come true. As I have reiterated at every opportunity, without discriminating among their religions, ethnicities, or social background, every one of 85 million of our citizens are equal in our eyes. Let people live so that the state shall live on is our understanding and our mentality, and this dictates us not to discriminate among people. In our understanding of politics and the state administration, no one can be subject to discrimination or marginalization due to their ethnicities, their identities, or their natural born futures, and no one can be subject to discrimination because of their appearance or their outlook, and no one can be marginalized out of the social life because of their disabilities. Although there are someone who are turning their back on our disabled people, we will never overlook to them. Even though there are some who ignores our disabled people, we cannot ignore them. And at the same time, due to the ignorance and the lack of education, we can never show any tolerance to the fact that our disabled people are stuck inside of the indoor facilities. Every Turkish citizen is a first-class citizen inside of our country, and making sure that our citizens are benefiting from the opportunities in an equal manner is our utmost duty. That's why our disabled brothers and sisters will have no problems and challenges whatsoever, and we are attaching significant importance for the involvement of the disabled brothers and sisters to our life, to the social lives, just like any other 85 million of our citizens. So this meaningful program, this meaningful meeting is one of the most important examples of our will shown towards our disabled brothers and sisters. By saying that the love of sports knows no barriers, we will be dispatching the sports equipment to the special education institutions in 81 different provinces, and a total number of 22,957 sports equipment will be dispatched to those provinces. Hopefully, altogether, those trucks which are filled with those sports equipment for the special education will be sent to different provinces. So from Artvin to Hakkari, thousands of our disabled students will have a chance to do sports thanks to the dispatch of those sports equipment. With an understanding of love of sports knows no barriers, we will be reaching one step further for establishing the equal opportunities for all students in our country. And we hope that our disabled brothers and sisters will make use of these means and opportunities, and I am certain that they will undersign many success stories. And we have seen the results in Tokyo, and I am certain that we will see similar results in Paris as well. So if I make a call to our athletes, are you ready for Paris? But this is not enough. This is not what I have expected. It should be like this. And if God's willing, after Tokyo, we will come back from Paris with a lot of victories. I love you as well. Dear brothers and sisters, sports and sportive activities are really important for keeping our health, but at the same time it is a very important activity which enables our disabled brothers and sisters to actively participate in life. The scientific studies are showing us that the sportive activities have a positive impact on our physical and mental health. But unfortunately, in Turkey, our disabled brothers and sisters are either ignored or they have been the victims of the prejudices. The necessary opportunities are not provided for the disabled brothers and sisters, and at the same time, their self-confidence has been tarnished with the discourses like, you can't accomplish, you can't do this. So after coming to office, we have observed that there are lots of problems and challenges for our disabled brothers and sisters. So their education was incumbent upon their parents. So with comprehensive policies, we have taken necessary steps in order to find a solution to the problems and challenges of our disabled brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, before we came to office, such a vision and political will was lacking. So within the last 20 years, with the steps that we have taken so far, we radically changed this situation. As we have changed the situation radically, we didn't only solve the problems of our disabled brothers and sisters and ease the burden of their parents, but at the same time, we made sure that our disabled brothers and sisters felt themselves as the equal citizens of this country. So, with the law enacted in 2005 on the disabled, we have taken many steps which prevented discrimination against our disabled people, and all of those steps were historical in its nature. And we have gone one step further, and with the amendment of the Constitution, we have taken the positive discrimination against our disabled people under the guarantee of our Constitution. What is more important is that without need for sending our disabled brothers and sisters to the care houses, we made sure that they are taken care after inside of their homes. So with the home care and the buildings of hope, we have provided unique healthcare services to our disabled brothers and sisters, and we have made all our buildings accessible. Likewise, by disseminating the coherence education and mainstreaming education activities in our schools, we have speeded up the integration of our disabled brothers and sisters to the society. And we are also changing and turning our hospitals into an education center if our disabled brothers and sisters cannot go to schools. And we are giving education services to more than 450,000 of our disabled kids. And the number of the students who are receiving education in special education institutions reached to 77,600. And 10,552 of our disabled brothers and sisters are receiving their education inside of their homes. In addition to all of those, we are hoping to increase the number of the special education rooms for our disabled students. We have increased that number to 638 as of 2022. And we are working on constructing 10,000 additional supportive education center for our students who are in need of special education in 81 of our provinces. So we are committed to do whatever you need. We have constructed disabled coordination centers in our university, from the public employment to the politics in every field. We have provided many opportunities to our disabled people, our brothers and sisters, which has been unprecedented. So with all those steps taken so far, the self-confidence of our disabled brothers and sisters increased, and their trust towards the state increased as well. Thanks to God, our disabled brothers and sisters are not overlooked or ignored in any field of life, and quite the contrary, our disabled brothers and sisters are treated with respect and honor. So right now, our disabled brothers and sisters are saying with a high level of self-confidence that I am present in politics, in sport, in labor force as well. Dear brothers and sisters, when our disabled brothers and sisters are supported and when they are provided with the necessary opportunities, we are observing that they can accomplish many things. Sports is one of those fields that we have observed the success stories of our disabled brothers and sisters. In the past, the disabled brothers and sisters are barely active in the sportive activities, but right now our disabled brothers and sisters are signing to many historical success stories. In the past, Turkey has participated in the Sydney Paralympic Games with only one athlete, and we couldn't win any medal. But after 20 years, we have participated with 87 disabled athletes to Tokyo Paralympic Games, and we have won 15 medals from the Tokyo Paralympic Games, 2 of which is gold, 4 silver, and 9 bronze medal. In 13 different branches, we have participated to Tokyo Paralympic Games with 87 of our athletes, and as a result, Tokyo Paralympic Game is the organization in which we have participated with the highest number of our athletes. Our athletes have won many medals in the international competitions, and thanks to those medals, they made our nation proud. Without a doubt, in addition to the investment to the sport infrastructure, the support given to the federation by our state is also very important. And we have increased the budget given to our federation every passing year. Only this year, we have allocated approximately 70 million Turkish liras to 4 of our federation for our disabled athletes. So both qualitatively and quantitatively, we have improved the budget allocated for our federation. In the past, the aid given to those federations and sport clubs was only 159,000 Turkish liras, but as of 2020, the aid given to our sports club reached to 6.5 million Turkish liras. And we didn't only increase the number of medals that we have won in the international competitions, but we have also increased the number of our disabled athletes, and we have increased that number from 2,700 to over 45,000. In addition to all of those, we have redesigned all the sports facilities of our Ministry of Youth and Sport and made them accessible for our disabled brothers and sisters. Of course, what we have done so far is not enough. And we have already started preparing ourselves for the Paris Paralympic Games in 2024. And hopefully, we will break a new record with the number of our athletes and the number of the medals that we will win. The love of sports knows no barriers. This is a very important step for raising the new Paralympic champions. With the cooperation and collaboration of our Ministry of National Education and the Ministry of Youth and Sport, all of those activities will be carried out, and hopefully they will be auspicious for our people, for our nation and our country. I would like to congratulate everyone, starting with our ministries, for providing those services to our disabled brothers and sisters. Each one of our disabled athletes are great success stories, and I wish them success. May your path forward be open. I'd like to greet you all wholeheartedly and with respect. May you all stay healthy and safe.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza hitaplarından ötürü teşekkürlerimizi sunuyoruz. Efendim şimdi müsaadelerinizle uğurlamaya geçelim ve bu uğurlama esnasında bakanlarımızı da lütfen sahneye davet ediyorum. Aile ve Sosyal Hizmetler Bakanımız Derya Yanık, Milli Eğitim Bakanımız Mahmut Özer ve Gençlik ve Spor Bakanımız Mehmet Muharrem Kasaboğlu Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza burada refakat etmek üzere şimdi sahneye geliyorlar. O esnada ben sizleri bir kez daha bilgilendirmek isterim. Spor aşkı engel tanımaz sloganıyla tam 27.259 adet spor malzemesi gönderiliyor. 81 ile 30 tır yola çıkacak. Bugün de 7 coğrafi bölgemizi temsilen 7 tırımız Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın talimatıyla uğurlanıyor. Dileriz ki bu tırlar sevinç, başarı taşısın gittikleri illere. Efendim şimdi sözü size bırakıyorum. Sizin talimatınızla tırlarımız yola çıkacaklar.
Karşımızda Mehmet Ata Öztürk.
Mehmet Ata Öztürk
Gençlik
is waiting
ve
for
Spor
us.
Bakanlığı Eğitim, Araştırma ve Koordinasyon Genel Müdürü,
The Director General of
engelli sporlar.
Education and Research of the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and his field of expertise is
Şöyle bir zoom yapalım.
disabled
Tüm
sportsman.
tırlarımızı
Let's
görelim.
zoom in and see all our trucks.
Evet, yaklaşık 28 bin adet burada
Approximately a total number of 28,000 sports equipments
bunların içerisinde her nevi
are
futbol topundan
inside of
tutunuz,
those trucks, and there
basket,
are
voleybol, pimpon,
football,
bütün
volleyball,
raketlerine varıncaya kadar
table tennis,
hepsi
basketball.
var ve 81
So all of
vilayetimize
those sports
bu tırlar
equipments are inside of
ulaşmak
those trucks,
suretiyle
and those trucks will
81
be dispatching all those
vilayetimizdeki
sports equipments to
okullarımızda
81 of our
bunların
provinces,
inşallah
and
dağıtımı
hopefully
gerçekleşecek.
those sports equipment will be
Evet.
distributed inside of our
Buyurun.
schools after our trucks are reaching to those provinces.
Büyük bir heyecanla, yüksek bir kıvançla
His Excellency Mr.
gerekli
President,
talimatlarınızla inşallah
so with
tırlarımızı
your
Türkiye'nin dört bir yanına,
order,
81 ilimize
hopefully
uğurluyoruz.
we will
İşaretlerinizi
be
bekleriz
saying
efendim.
goodbye to our
İşaret
trucks
verdik.
to 81 of our provinces.
Hayırlı yolculuklar diliyoruz.
We wish you
Rabbim
a safe
kazadan,
journey.
beladan muhafaza
May
etsin
God
diyoruz.
protect you from
Yollar açık
accidents.
olsun.
May your road forward be open.
Spor aşkı engel tanımaz.
The love of sports knows no barriers.
Evet, tırlarımız illere, özel eğitim okullarına ulaşırken Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım şimdi yine iki değerli kardeşimiz size hediye takdim etmek isterler. Müsaadenizle milli sporcumuz Öznur Cüreyi ve Konya Karatay Özel Eğitim Uygulama Okulu öğrencisi Ramazan Doğan'ı hediyelerini takdim etmek üzere sahneye davet ediyorum. Öznur Cüre, paralimpik sporcuların imzaladığı formayı takdim ediyor. Bu forma Tokyo 2020 kafilemiz için özel tasarlanan bir forma ve milli takımımızın logo tasarımıyla. Evet efendim, evet efendim. Sporcularımızın imzaları yer alıyor ve özel tasarlanmış çok güzel bir forma. Özgürlük, birlik, yaratıcılık ve çeşitliliği ifade ediyor üzerindeki sembol. Şimdi Ramazan Doğan hediyesini takdim edecek. El emeği, göz nuru hazırlanmış bir hediye bu. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, teşriflerinizle onurlandırdınız. Her zamanki gibi sizin himayelerinizde çok özel bir programa burada şahitlik ettik. Hayırlı uğurlu olsun inşallah. Pekala. Milletvekillerimizi, başkan yardımcılarımızı, bu arada Sayın Fuat Sezgin'i de gördüm zannediyorum. Alkışlarınızla buraya davet edebilir miyiz efendim? ve programımızı burada noktalıyoruz. Bir kez daha Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımıza teşrifleri için çok çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Sayın bakanlarımıza da teşrifleri için teşekkür ederken hayırlı uğurlu olmasını diliyoruz. Spor aşkı engel tanımaz.